You mentioned Deutsche Bank. When we see a lot of these used to be global banks, I mean, when I was in banking, Deutsche Bank was, the creme de la creme. One of the highest credit rating banks, one of the biggest institutions, the JP Morgan of Europe, really. When you see these scandals keep hitting these banks, the HSBCs, we've seen it all before. What do you make of all that?
Banking changed, especially after the 70s, right? It turned into this casino game. Wolf of Wall Street, Gordon Gekko, look at the movies that have come out about that, which give the common man an understanding of what's happening in banking. I worked within banks for many years as a consultant, so I saw it firsthand. Arrogance, narcissism, sociopathy, complete disregard for the rules, complete disregard for common decency. It's not just a matter of being corrupt. It's a matter of being so corrupt that you are willing to sell your own customers junk that you know is junk while shorting that junk through the other trading desk and rig the interest rates and rig the precious metals and rig the markets one after the other. And why? Because they know they will get away with just a slap on the wrist and a fine. And they just incorporate the cost of the fine into their cost of doing business and then leverage up and do it bigger next time because they get bonuses to force them, to push them into taking riskier and riskier and riskier behavior. So, that's the simple truth, right? Even you see recently, we saw Wells Fargo, they discovered the scandal that went back 10 years where the bank was signing up its own customers for credit cards they didn't want because the salespeople were under pressure. They fired people who didn't meet their quotas. They drove them into these corrupt, fraudulent practices. They opened up millions of fraudulent accounts. The CEO walked away with $200 million in bonuses and salaries during the 10-year period because of driving up the stock price. They're not going to go to jail. They actually fired 5,000 of the lowest paid employees in their bank to scapegoat them. And meanwhile, the head of the department walked away with another $150 million bonus, I think. And so the bottom line is the regulatory system in banks is broken. It's completely captured by the banks themselves, and it doesn't serve in any way as consumer protection. And this culture is broken. And the issue isn't just that they're defrauding customers. The issue isn't just that they're gambling. The bigger issue is that the entire financial system is now an extremely fragile, interconnected edifice that is rife with corruption. The whole system is just completely full of corruption. And it's at a point where it threatens the stability of the world economy, right? So encouraging these kinds of behaviors or failing to discourage them has led to a system that is now a threat to the global economy.